All right, let's get the show on the road. Get the music going. Okay. All right. So are we all good here? Let us see. Lower that a tiny bit. All right. So I think we're all set. That like that. Let me send the stream out. Yo, welcome. Just getting everything going. Ooh, 3 marauders right next to each other. That's kind. How kind. Alright, boom. Alright, let us go forward. I need to send this link out to here. Let's get the media going. Working on 3 monitors right now. Boom. Okay. Let me minimize. I gotta get the music going again. This? Yeah. Alright, perfect. So now we're all set up, I believe. Where are we going? Where are we going? Why are we splitting? So we're in Pre-KvK now, and it's a little closer than I expected. This was supposed to be our stage to win this activity stage, but it's a little closer than I had anticipated. You can see here we're up by 25. Hey Koala. Oops. Shouldn't open that. Man, I'm tired. I am exhausted. But we got marauders, so no time. 15. I'm gonna open all my chests at the end of the second day. So it's not many, I'm just getting started today really. But that is my plan. Cancel this. And I'll go through and trade when I can. I'm in currently 3873. This is my restart, my free-to-play restart. I need to do something right now. But yeah, can you guys hear both me and the music clearly? Or is one of them bad or both, or you guys help me out here? Okay, they're good? Perfect. Perfect. So I made the discovery that it is a lot harder to kill marauders than I expected it to be. I am very so used to, you know, full tech and all that stuff, all the, you know, gear that I have. So I didn't know that going solo wasn't really possible for free to play. So that was something I discovered and has been a massive inhibitor on my planned push. So I don't think I'm going to be able to use what I wanted to use. I'm just going to use whatever AP I have and can do. I hope this guy doesn't kill this one. It's going to be really annoying for us. But yeah, I did not realize how hard this was for free to play at all. It's way harder to kill than free to play. So, something I learned. I was not aware of that previously, because I used to, you know, push top 1 of this, just solo, etc. Oh, Martel, you dick. I don't know why he tapped it. clearly realized that was a bad idea. But yeah, I will say I don't know if I'm surprised that we're doing less than I thought, or I expected 74 to do less. I'm over here. Ooh, it's a good spot. But you can see here. Ooh, Shin's top one, nice. But you can see here that, you know, we are winning, but it's not a huge margin. And our whole thing is supposed to be that we have a lot more players. So I'm a little surprised. And we needed to keep out, we need to get a bigger gap than that. Because training, they're going to blow us out of the water. So we really wanted like I was hoping for like 100 mil gap. But that may be like very, very impossible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. They're shifting into downtime too, so that'll help us. And I think we're kind of shifting into our uptime. So there's also a lot of people that get them and then sit on them. 30 mil is a good lead. Yeah, it is a good lead. The problem is that come training stage, you can train like 100 mil points pretty easily if you're a whale tier 5. And they have like 7 or 8 tier 5s, one of which is a really big spender, like a Kraken level spender. So we need to get, and we have our people too, right? We're all training, etc. as well. But we need to get enough of a gap that we don't have to stress that he would have to push some like ungodly amount of power, right? Like he'd have to push like 200 mil to overcome. Which, having seen him play, he honestly may. It would not surprise me. But at the end of the day, if you're top 1 or top 2, we're talking 1% damage. But it is a big morale boost for sure. It is for sure almost pre-KvK is almost more of a morale thing than a buff thing. Especially KvK 1 when you have a lot more people that don't understand the game and it's just more about showing off, which is totally valid, by the way. Totally valid for it to be about showing off. Alright. What are the troops in this march? Is it like tier 1 or something? Yeah. I need to train so bad. I can't wait to train. I have like no troops right now. $30 days. That's not even much, honestly. But yeah, I probably won't do nearly what I expected. Not being able to go solo really hampered my plans, especially last night. But we'll try to do it with people and make up for it. Alright, let me just have to plug something in. IRL. But I will say that I like that we are organized. I think there's been a couple mistakes so far in terms of how it's being led, but I think the two most notable things, first off, we're gonna do Silk Road in like 20 minutes, which is should have been done in like the 2 days leading up to Marauders that we didn't have them, so that's a dumb mistake. But the bigger mistake in my eyes is that we're running it in groups, which is smart. But what isn't smart is that we're literally waiting like 30 minutes to go. Like these groups should be like, all right, 5 minutes, wait, get your marches out, and then let's go. It shouldn't be 30 minutes, let's get each person there. Let's do it nice and slow and proper. That's improper, right? And I think that has been inhibiting us a bit from, really pushing. Because you're losing 20 minutes each time that you could be pushing. So That to me is a mistake. That's something we're missing out on. But hopefully it won't matter too much. But that is the benefit that 74 has, is they have a lot more stronger people. Oh shit, I don't want to do that. Hold on. They have a lot more stronger people and we have a lot more people. And so we kind of are relying on doing it in groups. Are we going to here? There no more? Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think it's a toss up either way right now. It could definitely go either way. It also depends on how many people are sitting on them. Because the more people in a kingdom, the more people sitting on them. But you can also see how much of their score is just 1, 2, 3, 4 people. I mean, you could argue the same for us, but I don't know. Who knows? Not sure what the plan is. I'm like watching, I'm unsure. But I did my big building push, if you couldn't tell already. I was 9 mil last time I streamed. But yeah, so I got Siege 25, I got Academy 24, I did Alliance Center 25, and now I'm just kind of waiting to do my big research push, where I probably just do these. I'm probably done here, so I'll focus this. Maybe I'll do MedCorps. Maybe since I'm on a lot right now, I'll passively do those, but we don't have a buff. Like, we have not had any luck with pulling 15% research runes. The game just loves to give us building runes, which is nice. It was nice, but now I need those research runes, you know? Is honor good or no? So here's the thing. Honor, if you can't get top 20, honor is useless, right? You have to get top 20 honor. And so, and even if you do get top 20 honor, the rewards are good, right? But is it better than the guarantee of pushing Marauders? And you're also not going to win top 20 honor unless you are chaining a ton and probably have been buying the daily AP from the daily chest. Because you have to realize, people may be entering KvK with like 100,000 more AP than you. Or they're willing to chain with 2 marches for 10 hours a day, and are you willing to do that? If the answer is yes, maybe you do want to go for it. But I will be doing either a video or something where I open my chests. I have like none right now. But when I do open them, you'll see I'm going to get like 40 days of speed ups, you know, probably like 10,000 gems, stuff like that, which can be pretty impactful. Especially if you're, you know, if you were on the cusp, let's say, of getting YSG and you get 40,000 gems or 20,000 gems, whatever it is, probably like 20. Unless you push an obscene amount. But you get 20,000 gems. That could be a huge difference of if you get him or not. And getting YSG is important. So, if you are going to field him. I, for one, am not fielding him. But I want the speed ups and I want the resources. Because the other thing that everyone also forgets is, in addition to the Marauder awards, you're also just getting what you get from Barbarians, right? And Marauders also give you equipment, materials. Let's see, one of them just got it. Here, well, you can see here, right? So I still get materials. I'm getting all this stuff in addition to the Marauders. Loot. When is YSG available on wheel? It'll be my next wheel. Still have about 150k AP with 1 million points. You have 1 million points? Where are you? Oh, are you yours? I didn't even realize. But YSG will be available something like the 4th. I don't know. It's the next MG for me, so I guess season 8 would be the one. You're not. Are you gonna train a lot? Because you could train a lot and try and get, you know, top 20. I don't know what your power and everything situation is. I don't recall these things. But depending on that, you could also go for a rank in this, you know? Because Pre-KvK actually has decent rewards for individual rankers. But obviously, tier 5 are going to do well. But if you push enough and you get top 20, I mean, it's not bad. It's certainly not bad. That means you can take advantage of the 30 login daily event and replace him with whatever commander you have selected at that moment. The answer to that is yes, as long as they allow you to. Like, I don't know if they require it to be a commander that you have at the moment. If it's not a commander you have at the moment, it's just a commander you unlock. Oh, he's not going to hit. Then yes, you're correct. You could just wait and do it with YSG. You also, and that's a good point actually, you also don't have to claim it immediately. So when this unlocks, you could swap it and then claim it. That's actually a good point. Maybe I'll send something out about that. That's a really good point. Any levels? Any levels? No. I wonder if I could refresh you really quick. Yeah, I'll leave it for now. Keep that AP cost low. Yeah. But yeah, that's a really good point. You could just wait till you have YSG at least. That's a free 20 heads right there. We have Silk Road at 16. Yeah, it's so stupid that we have Silk Road at 16. It should have been done before. I almost don't want to do it. I honestly, I'll see what the group does. If the group stays and does Marauders, I'll probably just stay and do Marauders. I mean, it's literally an hour that INA members won't be fighting, or won't be killing Marauders. Should have been done way before. No, come on. Come on, Boudica. Run, Boudica. Yeah. A bummer that you can't do that on your mini in 3890. You may be able to, because like I said, you have 28 days. You have until November 9th. I think you can, man. What you do is you just don't claim it. So when, for instance, if day 3 was unlocked right now, I don't have to claim it until, you know, day 30, right? When this event's gonna go away. So I think you can. And what you do is you just have whoever selected, you have day 7 unlocked, and then you get YSG unlocked, you switch it, and you claim it. It should work like that. That's how recharges work. So I would fathom that's the same system. I would definitely suspect that you'd be able to do that. That it's the same system. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. You don't have the patience? Alright, well, that's your choice. That's a whole different issue. I wonder how many are up to 10,000. It's not bad. Also, in addition to the Marauder chest, like I was mentioning, you get a good amount of gems. 340 gems, not counting the chest. And, you know, speed ups. Not to mention those, you know. But I do need to do 100 days probably in my... for healing. It's probably what I'll keep. Just 100 days, so I'm super careful. And then 100 days into research, and then 50 days into training. That's probably what we're looking at. Because I have very little troops, and I really need to get them figured out. Yeah. I'll need to train, like... I mean, I have some wounded, right? But I need to train, like, another 200,000 infantry, probably. At least. Bare minimum. Ooh, got a good group here. Oh, don't refresh now. Come on. I'll do it with Dizzy. That's fine. Or they're probably going to Silk. On the 2nd of November, Pre-KvK actually starts. Maybe it is possible for others in your kingdom to hold on to those. The 2nd of November. So, it is possible then. I think it is possible for you. I'm gonna have to do this individually. Once we kill these 3, I'll refresh. I'm honestly quite pissed off about the Silk Road thing though. We had like 3 days to do Silk Road before Marauders, and we waited till Marauders. Very poor on bad reflection on our leadership, to be honest with you. But things happen, so maybe they were just too busy with Pre-KvK or something. Or life. Maybe it was life. But always something to fix. In the future, that should not be the way this goes down. I guess I'm tanking with my garbage mixed tier 1 marches. Good times, am I right? These people got like 5 marches in them. Isn't Dizzy's account much stronger too? It's only 15. Everyone's about the same. 15,000 flat. Wow, look at that. I have to get that on my main. I like that one a lot. Alright. Here we go. I hope I used the right thumbnail for this video. I should probably check that. I had another one made. How do I... Let me check that really quick. Yeah, it's the right one. A little blurry, but it's the right one. Alright, now we'll head home. Let's just take a quick peek. Oh, healing speed ups, let's go. And XP, the XP is kind of huge. Because I need to... Silk Road timer, no waiting. Well, I appreciate the no waiting. 5 minutes. I wonder if anyone's gonna taxi. Gonna burn a lot of teleports here though. I'll tell you that. Let's see. How many of these do I have? Let's do some trading. I was trying to let everyone know about the trading, because that's something that a lot of people miss out on. That is a big benefit to your kingdom if everyone's trading. I mean, I'll even do it to a fault sometimes just to help people out. I have like 5 minutes-ish. Kill these 3 maybe. But you'll see how hard it is for me to solo them. It's a pretty big... It's almost startling, the difference. But yeah, we're keeping like a 20-25 mil gap, which I was hoping would be like 50 to 100 at least. So we'll see what happens. My big debate right now is, do I you have farms with 150k AP? So you could do Marauders with those. I mean, there's not. I'm trying to remember the resources. I always focus on the speed ups and the gems, but I think you do get resources from Marauders. If not, you honestly could do just like basic Lohars, like Lohar events, with your farm specifically, because they do give substantial resources. But I can't recall any AP events or farms off the top of my head, at least. I mean, I'm sure someone's opened their chest already and sent a photo. You could probably see if they have resources and if it would be worth it there. But if you did want to push honor, yours, if that was your plan to push honor, you can do that, and then you can push honor with your main and not do it with your farms. Obviously, your farms aren't really pushing honor. But you should not ever even think about pushing honor if you will not be chaining, if you will not be at every single ruins and altar, right? These are the pretty significant things as to why you would not do it. Like, I'm not even considering honor. There's no world I'm pushing honor. So if I could, I would use every ounce of AP I had in this. But that doesn't seem likely just due to timing with me. But that is, something to be thought about. I don't know why this guy bubbled. It's weird. Yeah, but you could see how much it takes out of my troops and how slow it kills. This is interesting, though. Another 20 heads for my Martel. God, this Martel is nuts. No gold heads. No MGE. Just pure tavern. 110 heads. What are his emojis? Yeah, they're boring. Who else we got? What are some good emojis? Does she have one? Oh, she does. Oh, I've never seen that one. It's kind of interesting. That's boring. Who else is there that could be funny? Oh, Ishida has the T, right? He's the, yeah. All right, we'll do that. I like that one. All right. We're gonna hit the max for the day. Yeah. I could do, you could watch the stories for some speed ups, but yeah, that T1's pretty cool. Wait, Ishida's Korean? I didn't think Ishida was Korean. Or am I just being ignorant? Let me see. Ishida. Nope, that's the wrong button. Here we go. Yeah, it's Japanese. That's what I thought. I was gonna say, Ishida does not sound Korean to me. Silk Road. Oh, you're talking about, you're talking about the other one. I don't know. I hate that we're doing Silk Road right now. It's pissing me off. It's really, really aggravating me that we're doing Silk Road. But, maybe I'll TP. Who knows? Let me see it. I'm curious. Emojis. Oh, like a shush? That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. What was the other one? It was a shush and a what? Let me look. I kind of like it. And a thinking one? I won't do it for now, but those are good. That is pretty funny. You guys know you could do this? I only learned recently. Oop, messed up. Alright, let's take a look at this Silk Road thing. No waiting, we haven't started yet. Nice, love to see it. I think my hope would be like 100 chests, but I'm so busy. It's tough for me to do. What other ones are good? That was a good recommendation. What other ones we got? Where's Matilda? What the hell? Why is she wearing... Why is she like red? Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's literally... His name is Cool Customer. Alright, well, I was gonna TP, but they haven't even started. Let me kill one more. So I could do CC. That was a pretty cool looking one. Alright. Well, I could get them on my main if you still want to recommend them. My favorite one ever is Xeno's, the sip one where she has that, like, drink. I like that one a lot. There was one other one that I really liked that I use in my main all the time, but I can't recall. Oh, Thutmose doesn't have one. Belly. Oh, I already got Belly. I liked his, yawn. Saladin? I don't know. I don't think I have that one. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I don't think I have the Saladin one, actually. You could take a look at it, though. Alright, they must have started by now, right? Guys, how have we not started? We literally said no waiting. We don't even have to do well. Just do it so we get the rewards and move on. Oh, is he the one who does the, like, 2 fingers to his eyes and then out to you thing? Like the I am watching you that way? That one? That is a pretty cool one. Ooh, this guy has one. Oh, yeah, that is a cool one. Well, that's pretty cool, too. I think I like CC's better. CC's just the same thing, but without the weird look. Herman. What do you got? That's just like a worse version of the belly one. Alright, let's see. What'd they give him? Sluggard? Yeah, that's about right. We started yet? No? Don't really know what's going on there. Just do this. Well, I'm glad I stayed to get another like 10 Marauders killed. While they do whatever they're doing. I wonder if they're in voice chat or something. Silk Road timer, no waiting. It's been 4 minutes now since it went up. It's comedy gold. What other KvK1 commanders we got? Nope, he doesn't have one. Freddy? Nope. Oh, I got his. What is his? Oh, the Psy. Oh, this is the one I have in my main that I really like. I use the Xeno one and this. I like that one a lot. They started. Alright, I'll get there after this. I'll do like a hero teleport in. It is what it is. I don't really feel bad. They should have, again, done this before Marauders started. So now you just lose our entire alliance for, 30 minutes or so. Just try to help people out. Yo, welcome. It's been a while. I took a little bit of a break this week because I've just been so busy. And I'm still busy, honestly. Do a ranking of emotes? I could. Honestly, it's not a bad video idea. Like the emotes you must have, that type of vid. What percent of APs do you do in Marauders? Well, I personally would say that you should use every AP you're physically capable of in Marauders. Unless you have your heart set on top 20 honor, and you're going to chain, and you're going to be on every single ruins and altars, and win the altars, etc. Yeah. I mean, Marauders just give substantial rewards. Don't worry, guys, I'm here. How much AP? I entered the event with like 155, 165k. I didn't do the exact math, but I basically used no bottles after doing an initial push with Lohar. Oh, it's a Marauder. Get over there. No. But if I late guy, wow, that's a crazy marker. That's a crazy marker. Who put that shit? Who is that? Oh, wow, that's crazy. You have 110k AP, so you should get to around my amount. You'll use 50% of Marauders. Yeah, it's up to you. If I were you again and you're able to, I would use every single one you have. That's just my take. I think that not doing that, especially on a, you know, not whale account, Marauders just give too good of rewards. I meant to leave one of them. I didn't mean to do that. See who grabs the chest. Who's gonna do it? Oh, Tamino. Shinchi. Nova's probably grabbing this one. Don't waste AP on chests. Yep. People love to be dumb. You're a Star Kingdom, so you should win Pre-KvK. Yeah, who knows? You'd rather help the kingdom with honor. Honor tech? I don't know what honor tech is. Is that a KvK 1 thing? I'm not familiar with that. The 4 stages. Yeah, so we don't have the new Pre-KvK swap. Wait, honor tech is a thing? Oh. Oh, that's super interesting. Wow, I totally forgot about that. It has been literally years since I even heard about that. Oh, damn it. I don't need all these marches. Is he really gonna get through? Damn, he got through. We'll use coins, not honor. Well, it's probably similar to Crystal Tech, where you get the coins for doing tech or something, and you spend that. Except this time, it's you get coins for killing barbs, and you spend that. That's presumably what it is. Honor Tech is super important for the kingdom, gives loads of boost uses. Interesting. See, you guys may have come here to learn something, and instead I'm being useless and learning from you. Wow, even later. That's crazy. If it's been years, and yeah, it wasn't there at the time. It's been like 2 to 3 years. Yeah, I think this is hell difficulty. But it's just stupid that we're doing Silk Road during Marauders. It should have been done before. And I did consider skipping it, but I can't even kill Marauders fast enough solo to make it worth skipping. Well, Crystal Tech is a god-awful system, and it's pretty cool if you just get it from killing barbs. Can you gem it too? Because if that's an issue, if that's the case, then their will will just do that. Careful. What do I have to be careful of? What am I missing here? I'm not sure why I have to be careful. Batrice is confusing me. What did I miss in chat? When you had matchmaking, did Pre-KvK start on the date shown, or is it the date the Lost Kingdom opens? So it was Pre-KvK, I believe. The date, that like map icon that pops up here, it'll have a date on it. And whatever that end date is, for us it was October 12th, which is today. So yeah. Where are we going here? The training stage the first day of Pre-KvK? No, so it's kind of interesting. The update notes, if you read them, let me see if I could find it. Not this. Here. In the update notes, you'll see that they moved, I don't know where it is, in all honesty. Here, stage 2 is now attack marauders, and stage 3 is now train troops. But for our KvK, this didn't apply. So I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I don't think that for our KvK 1, it's anything different than marauders, then training, then forts. And I think once you get to KvK 2 on nowadays, when you have camps, because they specifically use the word camps, or not 2. When do you have camps? KvK 3 or 4 actually? I think once you start having camps is when they adjust that. Oh, there's 2 bosses. Whoops. I'm sitting here useless. Yeah, that's a change that a lot of people overlooked. No, your KvK 1 I think will be the same as mine. I think it's just KvK 4 and stuff when you have camps. In other words, again, marauders, training, forts, and everything gets decided in training anyways. That's why I keep stressing that it's super important that we get a huge gap right now with 74, because they're going to out-train us. So, camp system is in KvK 3 as it's either lunar versus solar camp. He got kicked for grabbing a chest, if you didn't figure that out. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He should hop in the node and then just run. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why we're hitting back at this point. Should just let him be. Or he should hop in the city. I don't know. Stupidity. That's what this is. Camp system. Yeah, but lunar and solar camps aren't real camps, you know? Like lunar solar camp are just the 2 sides of KvK, but within a camp, do you know what camps? Yeah, you said your SOC, right? So it's not, it's a little different. Alright, sounds good, Zeb. We'll see you shortly. You said how many days after Pre-KvK date will training start? I guess the 3rd day since Pre-KvK begins. So like mine began on the 12th, my Pre-KvK, therefore my training will begin on the 15th. Wow, there's like 10 of them. Holy crap. Every stage is 2 days long. Yep. And I think there's a 1-day announcement stage, potentially, based on what I just read. There's so many of them here. Holy crap. And the boss will be in a second. Oh, you started in 2018, eh? My main is 2018 as well, actually. Believe it or not. What kingdom are you in, Blood Knight? On your main? You said your date shown is 11/2, so you'll prep training for 11/5. That would be correct, yes. Alright, Martel, you need to chill so I can kill this guy. $27.92. Alright, I'm in 28.77 on my main currently. $27.92, huh? I used to be the king of 28.11 back in my day, you know? Ah, how did he get in? I didn't even see him. I'll go here. You started in 11.72. Nice. Yeah, you're a real OG there. You've got the real OG vibe going on. Probably shouldn't do the boss and it should help clear. But since they're all these, I don't really care. Ooh, I got a message. Technical, you were in 28.11? What was your name? Wait, hold on. I gotta focus on this. I'm gonna get sent home. Whatever. I think if they say avoid the AoE, like you could like dive in this game and avoid it. Hold on, we're focusing on technical now. Technical, what was your name in 28.11? Because I was the one who founded the entire like family alliances there. I led the alliances there. I was the king for like 5 KvKs at least. I gotta find out more info about this. I can go home now. While I wait for him to answer. You got City Hall 25, you're now 10 million power, you have 80 days universal and training, which will be used on Pre-KvK. All speed ups after that goes to research. I mean, that sounds about right, but you gotta make sure you have enough for healing, so that's something you want to consider. Zeb, you definitely want to consider that. Oh, it was technical, but you migrated there and you played 1 KvK. So I'll put the names in the chat, because my name wasn't always Petrus. I went by, 5th season. I'll just write all the names I've went by. I'm curious if you remember. Or some of the names. I'm not going to list, you know, trillion names. Things like this. Those are my names as king back in the day. Let's see what someone messaged me. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll send you a message back after. But, can't use Alliance House for healing? You know there's a cap, but isn't it pretty high? No, man, it's so low. I hit the cap before even Kingsland when I was fighting at past 7 on my main. 1630. Jesus Christ. We're losing literally like 2 hours. Ugh. At least you get good stuff, but Jesus Christ. Are there any Marauders I can kill? This is brutal. There's a couple. Technical, it does sound vaguely familiar, but it's such a general name that I feel like I can't really say that. The cat resets every day, but you're fighting, you know? Well, it depends on your KvK. I mean, our KvK is very competitive here, so we easily could have a, 3-day Kingsland, for instance, which means you're fighting constantly, which means you're going to be healing constantly. The other thing you have to realize is that the only way... Oh, this is probably what you don't know. This is probably why you don't grasp it. The only way you can heal doing it that way is if your max heal is like an hour 27 minutes, which is something like 3,000 troops with a buff. And so, oh, you remember there when the alliance was RWA, RKA, and RFA? Yeah, so it was, you're close. It was RWE, RFE, and RSE. It was an Elements family name. That's what it was. We were water with W. Our top 2 was fire with F, and our top 3 was shadows with RS. And we had a fourth that was like a Filipino alliance that their name I think was like RTE, and it was like Rise of Terra or something. I think that was the fourth name. I think it was Rise of Terra, RTE. How many hours can you save per day with max out? I don't know the exact numbers, but what you have to, again, remember is you're only healing, let's say, 3,000 troops at a time with a buff, and you easily, in one report, can get like 50,000 sevs. Easily. And if you're doing bad, you can get like 70,000. You know? So, something to consider there. You'll calculate it. What is help cap? I think it's 1,000. I think it's 1,000. It used to be either unlimited or way more. Yeah, look right here. Being helped 1,000 times. You'll be required to wait a short random cooldown period. I don't believe that. I think it's just reset. So I wouldn't worry about this short random cooldown thing. I would just assume it's reset. And you basically can heal something like 2.5k sevs. Or if you have a heal buff, like 3.4. Though, does VIP lower that? Let me look quick. I think it's just resources, but let me check. That was hospital capacity. Yeah. Healing resource. Yes, it's not speed ups. What we should do is we should all have one march doing Marauders at least. Go do Marauders? What? Bro, you are confusing the shit out of me. So I guess we're just gonna take the L. We're only gonna do one. Yeah, this is rough. I don't know what they're doing. That is only like 2 days of speed ups per day. Yeah, that could be correct. It sounds about right. Yeah, see, our grind stopped because of this shit. This is so dumb. Oh yeah. At least, you know, we're gonna take the L on a little bit of loot, and we'll get back to the push. So if you are watching and you are in my kingdom, I'm going to group 2 if you'd like to join me. Let me just open the chat for a second. Well, actually, you know what? It's fine. That's so funny, Technical. I feel like I vaguely remember the name, but I'm not sure. Marauders is 2 days. Oh, VIP 15? Did I overlook it? Oh, you're right. So it's even worse, Zeb, because I was basing it on my main in my head, which has, you know, VIP 19. So I have this. So it's probably more like 2.4 instead of 2.5 or something. Just because it's based on the percentage, so it's not going to be raw drop like 50%, obviously, where it's, I don't think at least. But I don't think it'll be like 1250. I think it's still going to be like 2000. But yeah, it's even worse. So you definitely need to keep speed ups. Definitely need to keep speed ups. How can I teleport here? Probably should have taxied someone, but you know, I'm selfish like that. do that. Thank you, Dazzert. Dazzert? Thank you. I totally overlooked, which is pretty funny because I purposefully went to look. Between pre-KvK training and your first fight, you should be able to get about 50 to 100 days of speed ups. If you're using one march, you could probably get away with that. If you're using more than that, I would reconsider. But one march, that'll be more than fine. I think you'll be chilling. As long as you're not playing horribly and just suiciding your march. Let me get Sunset out of the way. Call you Veth? Oh, you're a Vethern in my kingdom? Call you Veth. That works for me. Do you like my very skilled strategy of just randomly clicking one and then randomly clicking to skip? Yeah, you're an INA. I've seen you. I've seen Vethern. I assumed Veth was short for Vethern. Oh god, I have so much work to do in real life. Oh no. Only one march. Also, you've nearly refined everything, but you have shield and breastplate left. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, I did the, so actually, it may not have been the best decision, but I decided to do it anyways. I did the hammer event to get, well, my gear isn't set up right, but I did get it. I can't do it, he's here. But I did decide to do it. And with that said, I also have fully refined everything. So we're kind of set with what I have for this KvK. I am excited to fight this KvK, but I low-key am more excited for next KvK when I do my siege stuff. So that'll be fun. Have you had 3... I assume you mean Kerouac events? I believe only 2. I think 2. Off the top of my head. I hope we start in like 10 seconds. This is what I mean. If I was leading this... Oh, hey, Beth. If I was... Oh, that's a... You want to reevaluate that commander? What are you doing? What are you doing? With a Constance primary. What the hell? That's okay. Well, I support you anyways. I guess you're 5 marching. You probably don't have another primary or something. He's probably your only one that... Or she's probably your only one with the level. You can't get a better primary in front of it? A Peacekeeper? I guess it's fine. I assume it's the only one you have that is high enough level to get secondary. Well, you're losing all the talents, man. You're spending 10 AP more. You're not getting as much resources. You're using more stuff in general. You've only had 2, but you are 20 days ahead. Did I max out more than gems fully? No. Definitely not. I 7K'd each day. So, I mean, you gotta do what you can do, you know? And free to play, fully free to play. I have no growth fund. I have no, I still, for anyone who's questioning me, where is it? Still my 50% gem supply. You only have 3 Peacekeepers, 10 plus anyway, so you can't do 5 March Peacekeeper. Gotcha. That's fair. You did 25k first day and then 7k today. Yeah, I mean, that's the right way to do it if you could. I can't afford that, unfortunately. On my main, I did 25 each day, I think. I hope I did it today. Should probably check that, honestly. I actually definitely need to check that before the day is done. Yeah, gem supply is a big plus. I mean, it's what, like 20k gems? 19,500 or something? Roughly. Oracle's Flame. That's interesting. The city effect? I've never seen this one before. Look at that. That's a brand new bundle. I've never seen this bundle before. I'm never gonna buy it. I don't care about cosmetics, but that's interesting. You got way too much AP with dailies and such to spend everything. Yeah, that's fair. I still have more VIP than you. You're 50k away from VIP 11. Yeah, but I'm also a way older account than you. I'm like, I've got what, like a 20-day advantage? I would think in 20 days you can get VIP 11. Oh god, I'm tired. Alright, keep doing this. I need to make sure maybe next reset on this I'll switch to my main for just a second and spend 25k gems and then switch back to do more Marauders. Next time we reset, so probably like 10-15 minutes. Need some advice? Ask away. I am more than happy to help with anything. Especially, this is, again, like these streams that are like chill. This is definitely the time you want to ask me questions. Because when I fight, my answers are not what they should be sometimes. Probably. Usually run it 1 hour plus before any reset. We get about 1 million every, I don't know, 15 minutes right now. We just went up 600 in the last like 2 minutes that we resumed. Pretty crazy how dead 75 is, but I guess most KvK ones have a dead kingdom in it. I also will be doing a really in-depth analysis of our KvK data to predict our KvK and talk about what the Diplo could have been, or if this is the right Diplo. I'll wait a second so we can get there. I don't think he's gonna get there. I tried. Alright, you said you have your Sun Tzu level 60. Your Peacekeepers will level themselves. You have 3 level 37 gatherers. Should you invest Tombs and Bjorn for Cheeseburger? So I think that it's probably, first off, before I say anything, I would say just hold, just wait for now. That's definitely the best decision, just save. But as far as doing Bjorn for Cheeseburger, if you can afford to get him up, it's not a bad choice. Again, cheeseburgering assumes that you're going to be losing because you can't cheeseburger on enemy territory. It also assumes that you'll have enough tombs to get him to level 60 and get Sun. You know, you got him level 60, but it'll assume you can get Bjorn to level 60. Like, for instance, I kind of realized that I made a mistake and that I probably can't get him level 60. So that was an issue. But as far as if he's just a better cheeseburger commander, yeah, I think he is. But I don't know if he justifies the expense since he's only really KvK 1. That was a really good non-answer by me, so I don't know if that was helpful. But where are we going? Yeah. But I hope that was helpful. Hey, welcome, Phantom. Wouldn't level 50 Bjorn be enough? Then you can save. Well, you have to realize whenever you're using a commander, you're fighting level 60 commanders. So if you're using level 50 Bjorn to Cheeseburger, you know. Well, I guess let me change up. Let me totally revise what I just said then. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about his level. Because if you're just using him for Cheeseburger, yeah, if you're just using him for Cheeseburger, you're probably never popping this anyways. And you're just using him to try and get this to trigger. And so his level won't matter and he could be secondary. Because he doesn't need to be primary if we're just using him for skills. And you could just stick with Sun and do Sun Bjorn for cheeseburgering. Or if your Martell is good, do, you know, Martell Sun, that would be fine too. But that I guess makes the most sense the more I think about it. Because he doesn't need to be primary to cheeseburger. You're gonna TP to us, why wouldn't you TP like here? That's funny. So yeah, you don't even need him level anything. You just need his 4 skills done. So my Phantom, my restart, which is this, is a Pre-KvK 1. Pre-KvK 1. We're so weak we can't even kill Marauders on our own. So get Bjorn level 30, expertise, and use him secondary to cheeseburger. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. My main is an SOC. It's well into SOC, but my restart is a new. We're just in Pre-KvK 1. Level 30 for 4th skill. Yep, that's the route. Yeah, this is my restart. Yummy cheeseburgers. Yeah, that's about right. Cheeseburger is fun, man. Especially KvK 1. People have no idea where to put their marches, how to avoid AoE. So you can pull people into AoE so easily. And pulling people into AoE is so funny. Because they get like 50k deads from YSG and they're just miserable after. God, I just get excited thinking about it. I almost hope we don't do as well as we may. This is my first restart. Yeah, so I did my main SOC account, and then this is my first time restarting. Why did I do this restart? There was a bunch of reasons, actually. I think the biggest ones were, one, YouTube. I wanted to have a good understanding of what it was like to be a free-to-play for YouTube. The other thing is that there was a lot of new events. So like Path of Vengeance, if you know what that is. The swap thing was interesting. And KvK 1 is generally fun. So I figured I'd do a restart for those reasons. And yeah, it was kind of those two reasons. YouTube and getting a new experience at the... It was YouTube, getting a new experience, and general fun, I guess. Do I think it is worth getting 5 gatherers level 37? I mean, eventually, right? But it may not be worth your hard investment of tombs at the moment. But that is the eventual goal. What am I at? Where are the gatherers? Yeah, I mean, these 2 are almost level 37, and then the rest I just have... Or these 3. And the rest I just got to this on. KvK 1 is easy to pick up those noobs. KvK 2 is probably somewhat the same. So KvK 2, I'm actually doing engineering, which is going to be super interesting. Because my main is like 3 to 4 marches, no engineering. But yeah, this is going to be an engineering account. So we're going to see how that goes. And this is my first restart. I don't know if I glossed over that question. KvK 1 is fun as you've got YSG awakened. Yeah, I won't be using YSG, so we'll see how this goes for me. We will see how this goes. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of a mess here. I don't know if I'm hitting the right one. That was a mess. Why not do 5 commanders? Because I have no troops. I've got no troops, man. I'm just a poor little free-to-play. And no one is waiting. No one is waiting for me. Even though I marched instantly. You want to do range 2 on the restart? Yeah, I just hope there's enough fields. How many tombs should you save to get level 60 or more? I really don't know the answer to that level questions. I mean, my main has like probably something like 4 or 5 billion experience, so I don't even think about it. Isn't it worth it to have 100k troops in each march to speed it up? You could argue that. That's honestly a very valid argument. I'm just following her. Okay. We've got 2 leaders apparently. Why do we have 2 leaders? I think the answer would be yes, because I'm in a group and my marches won't die. But I'm not smart. But yeah, you're totally right, Zeb. I agree with you, Zeb. Totally right. You were doing the right thing if you do that. I just genuinely uh, didn't think to do that and just wanted to get my troops out there. You are correct. In a group like this where my troops will survive, you're definitely correct. What march for KvK2? I have to look into engineering more. I don't know if Mary and Archimedes are worth it. If they're not, I don't really know what I'd do either. Oh, I guess, you know, you're talking about that Blood Knight. I guess I could just do this, right? So, I mean, what is that? You just had 3 zeros, right? 42 million, something like that. So you can just look at that experience. I kind of blanked. I forgot you could do that for a second. But yeah, Veth is right. The tombs are really... Should you save enough to max 1 commander, or should you save more than that? Well, sorry. I think the reason I answered the way I did is because I was basically saying don't worry about it. You'll have the XP. It's just really a KvK1 thing, this XP thing. But, I mean, at a minimum, you're going to have a new primary at a bare minimum. And so you'll need enough to get him level 60. Likely, you'll have at least another commander you'll need to get level 30. But again, I don't think experience is a problem. Even just passively doing barbs and forts and stuff, you're going to get more than enough in your bag. I mean, even daily events. Does the login have stuff? Where is it? Sometimes, yeah, like I'm going to get a good amount of experience from this. All of which is just going to sit in my bag till the engineering commanders come out. It's just not, I guess like everyone else said, it's not a concern for KvKs after KvK1 because you have so much time to passively work in it. What is my KP goal? I mean, my scale is so bad. So my main, right? My main was tier 5 in KvK1, and I think I used 3 marches on the field. And so I have like no tech on this account. I have no good gear on this account. I have no great gear on this account. I have no, you know, YSG. I have no usable Martel, no Mina. In other words, I have absolutely no idea how horrible this is going to be compared to my main, who was tier 5, right? So my main got, I think, 500 million KP roughly. Maybe it was like 600, somewhere around there. It was very easy to get kills because it was a huge fighting KvK. We fought like an insane Whale Kingdom, and we were a Whale Kingdom. So a realistic KP goal would be 50 mil, you said? Yeah, that could be possible. I have no idea. I mean, I think at least 50. I would like to think at least 50 is what I'd get, knowing as an experienced player. I think more likely what you'll see is stuff like I talked about earlier, where I get our kingdom a lot of value by pulling people into AoE, things like that. But as far as raw KP, yeah, probably like hopefully 50 mil at least. I think that's a good starting point. You can do max 2 or 3 commanders if you attack barbs and forts nonstop. Till KvK1. You're talking about before KvK1. Yeah. I think it's about do you also spend it right? Like I spent it in Bjorn, Martel, and Sun. If I skipped one of them, I would have had 2 level 60s probably. Oh, I'm not going the right place. Oh no, we're good. Right? What's going on? The problem is our leader keeps marching to a weird one. But this was like right next to us. I guess it's okay. I'll follow the leader. I guess we'll, honestly, if we split into 2 groups, it's not the worst thing. We'll get more done. Do I think you should run Expertise Guan or 5511 Ragnar Prime with Scipio? I would do Ragnar. I have to look at Ragnar's skills to know 5511 is a big miss. but you also have to consider what's getting focused. And Guan will get focused way more than Ragnar. Guan will get way more focus. So that is where I'm answering from, but I would have to look at his skills to say if 5511 is more sufficient. Could have Max Martel and used him Garrison. Well, you won't be Garrison. People still use Guan Blood Knight. You'd actually be surprised. It's just an issue of if you use like 2 infantry, for instance, that you don't need to. I've seen 7 March Whales and almost all of them, not all of them, but a good chunk of them who don't have the best commanders but have the gear will still run it. Why is he have a... Why can't we let him do barbs with us? You should be allowed to do barbs with us, guys. We're trying to get points for the kingdom. Oh, you're in top 1 now? Or top 2? That's good. That's good. Yeah, I would do Ragnar probably. You do, before you put any gold heads, if that was something you were considering, do consider that we have Hector and Achilles coming out any second. Like literally any second. And you also have 2 new Cav commanders coming out in December. That's something you definitely don't want to miss. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. No. No, I messed up. I didn't mean to do that. No. Now I'm not even gonna get the kill. Whatever. I guess I reinforced my belief. Did I get the marker on me? Who has the marker? Dizzy? My bad, guys. My bad. It's a farm account, just trolling each other. Yeah, no, we should have every single person in the kingdom trying to do this. Using Guan Yu in your KvK is basically a death sentence. Yeah, I've seen it for people who do 3 infantry. I've seen some people use it. I think it's Pathur's messed up there. God damn it. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. Wow. You know what? Hold on. That's crazy. That's messed up, guys. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm also in a B seed. Oh, thank you, Frank. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's so funny. That's hilarious. What else you guys say that I missed? Is why is she best for chaining even without any skills? No, so why is she so basically Zeb, YSG is unique in that his first skill, his active skill, does front AoE like this, right? Just like Aethel, just like Sun, it's the same front AoE. When you get to 5555 and you're expert, right? So 690 gold heads, and you get his expertise, that frontal AoE becomes circle AoE, which is massive, right? But it's all about that circle AoE. So you don't necessarily... Oh, God. So in other words, he's just the same as Aethel, just the same as Sun, until he is Circle. City Hall 25 is the priority Alliance Center, then hospitals, then academy. Blood Knight's right. It's so you do your City Hall, you do your Alliance Center, you do your academy, and then you go from there. But it's always that. You just, the goal is to always reduce your expenses. Curious what to say. Oh, you guys are funny, man. These people in my live chat are fucking making me laugh. I thought that was hilarious, by the way. Just for clarity. That marker I thought was hilarious. Hospital is less important than academy? In terms of growth, for sure. I mean, what is your? Well, I'll show you something in a minute, but what is your? I didn't mean to click that. What is your? What's the point of doing hospital before, guys? What? Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to neglect your hospitals. I mean, even mine are 21, 17, 18, and 17, so I'm still working on all of them. Something worth noting, just so I could shout it out, when you do get it at 25, you also get troop health bonus, which you may not have known. So just a little tip for some of you. But yeah, Academy reduces the percentage that your upgrades cost, so why not upgrade it, right? And it's the chokehold to 25. So by the time you get it to 24, you're going to be stuck waiting anyways. Increase hospital cap so you can use helps better, save healing for not fighting days. It also just generally helps because, like, let's look at me, right? I have 190k right now, hospital cap. If I do a little bit of fighting with my one march and I don't heal, like, you only use the hospital when you fight. Well, what else do you use the hospital for other than fighting? I mean, you're not hitting 190k outside of fighting. I don't think it's really relevant besides fighting, but it's very easy to go over hospital cap if you have it low, and if you go over hospital cap, your troops die, and that's dumb. That is dumb. So yeah. But you can see, oh, let me kill first and then I'll march. But you can see I'm practicing what I'm preaching here. It's gonna be here. So I just did City Hall 25, right? So I got 25. I got my, not Tavern, but my Alliance Center 25, and then the max you can get is Academy 24. And I haven't done any other buildings yet. So I did exactly what we just advised. The only reason to have maxed hospitals is tier 5, and if you get zeroed, to not lose that many troops. Well, you want max hospitals for the 1% health bonus regardless, but it's just going to take you time. Hospitals are also one of the more expensive buildings to upgrade, but, you know, it's something that you should do. You also can do it, like, you don't need to do it all right now. Like, clearly I am not doing all of it to 25 right now. I'm City Hall 25. What I was showing there, Zeb, is that I got City Hall 25, I got immediately Alliance Center 25, and I got my Academy as high as I could, which is 24. Because then you need things like Castle 25, etc. as prereqs. It's a very, very long prereq list to get Academy 25. Which I actually have on my computer somewhere, so I could show it. Where are we going? Do you guys want me to pull up? It's crossed off because I used it back in the day. But do you want me to pull up my tier 5 checklist? Like, do you want to see the building stuff? Or do you not care? Because I don't mind pulling it up, but I'd have to find it quick. So just let me know what you want with that. But other than that, we're just killing marauders. I'd like to get at least 100 chests. I think that's a good basic goal. City Hall 8, yep. Oh, I have 44. Whoa. I didn't know I had 44. It's all good. Tier 5 is a long road away. Yep. Alright. But yeah, you'd be surprised that the checklist is a lot longer than you may think. You have it. I have it on my computer. I'm on my computer. The only thing is that I used it for my main back in the day, so it's crossed off, etc. Let me see if I can find it. I'm almost more curious myself. You got one Master's Blueprint for free, so use that on Alliance. Yep, that's wise. I actually forgot that you get one for free, so I bought them to use for the Alliance thing. So I actually have another by accident, which is fine. It'll get used. Look at trades. You have the blank one. Yeah, I mean, if you want to send it to me, I will definitely take it. You misclicked and used gems to heal. That's tough. I think you actually can dispute things like that, just FYI. But whether it's worth the time, if it was like 100 gems, probably not, right? Probably not. But if you do send it to me, let me know. Otherwise, I do have it. I did find it. Where are we going? Where's he going? Is he gonna kill this guy? It was only from barbs. Yeah, it's probably like a couple hundred gems, maybe. Or maybe even less. I mean, 58 cost me 6. So... we've basically got like 5 of these groups, or 4 of these groups or something going around the map, if you're curious. In just INA. I can have markers on this, doesn't really matter. Yeah, we got 1 here, we got 2 here. Yesterday we had 5, but I guess we're doing 2 tight groups rather than 5 small groups. I don't think that's a bad idea. As long as we keep the groups active. W Kingdom. Yeah, our kingdom's pretty good. There's still mistakes, there's still learning curves, but overall it's good. I mean, obviously the most obvious mistake that I could just point to was that they forgot to do Silk Road before Marauders started. So we just had to stop Marauder grinding to do Silk Road for 40 minutes, and now we're not going to use our other 2 attempts because of it. Not a huge deal, obviously, but yeah. The other L here for me is that I'm not going to use all this. What I could do is start a boost, actually. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll speed these and do that. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. How many Marauders? Not many. I'm really busy in real life right now. Like, I don't have time. I'm like barely managing to even do what we're doing right now. I'm swamped with work. So my goal of how much I wanted to use is not going to be even remotely what I end up using. 2 gold heads per hell though, nice for low spenders. Oh, you're totally right, Justin, that it is massive doing Silk Road, but it they messed up. I mean, there's no other way around it, but that's okay. I mean, things happen, right? It's not the biggest mistake in the world. But it does suck. It is a mistake. I don't disagree. But you can see how it's going. They're gonna out-train us for sure. So it is essential that we push more. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But they're cracking top 1 power there. Is almost definitely going to push like 60 million power more. So hopefully our vast numbers of players can work to overcome it, but we'll see. You're not sure if they out-train us? That's an insane take. Bagration, who's the top 1 whale in 74, is almost definitely going to drop insane bag training. Almost definitely. Isn't there Kraken SVIP? Yeah, he's been SVIP for a good minute. I mean, we'll have to see, right? I just expect him to spend whatever it takes. It doesn't mean that they will win, but it certainly means that we're going to have to, you know, work pretty hard. Noose will train a lot. Yeah, guys, don't get me wrong. I think we can win. I think we certainly can win. But I'm not being... Wow, I just got a perfect clean. Look at that. But I'm not being ignorant to say that we are, you know, safe to win. Look how active we are. I'm well aware how much tier 5 is. And they have, you know, 9 tier 5s. They have a Kraken. We have, I think, 8 tier 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6. We're verging on 7. I think they have 8, maybe. We can look at their kingdom too later. But I'm not ignorant to be like, hey, we're more active. Hey, we have tier 5 also. We'll win. When Bagration definitely will train a lot. But yeah, we can win. We can definitely win. For sure. Hope we get at least 100 mil points in this. Yeah, I mean, it's a good start. 25 mil gap, pretty much. 22 mil. It's not a bad gap. But it needs to be I was hoping for it to be at least 100 mil. But maybe it'll be more like 50. I guess we'll see. See what happens. 67. Talking about the points? Or am I missing another meme number that I am going to get trolled on for this? Should have 5 or 6 tier 5. Should have 5 or 6 tier 5 by KvK, but our opponents are weaker. Yeah, I mean, I've said this before in other streams, but everything is relevant. Or relevant, oh my god. Everything is relative, right? And so we're fighting a crazy whale kingdom that has one alliance, but they're a very strong alliance. And they've got a bunch of tier 5s, etc., but they're not a big kingdom. They've got like 2 alliances, etc. Now, our kingdom has those same whales, but it's slightly smaller. I'd say we have whales and they have a kraken. And we also have a lot more people. So I think I'm going to go into all this in a very, very great depth KvK analysis video, where I'm basically going to look at all the data for all the kingdoms and what it also means with who's allied who. So you'll have to watch the video really to really understand it, because I'm talking off what I know on in the top of my head. But that video will be like exact data percentages of who has how much power, who has how much troop power, how much each side is, how much it's worth each other, where we will have to split on the map to make this happen, strategy, etc., etc. Wow, I'm up to 580 gems. Did 70 wow, I can't speak. 75 merge with 74? No, well, kind of, I think. So we merged with 75. We got the vast majority of their alliance about a month ago. And then I think the remnants went to 80 and went to 74. Damn, I was too far away. That's the closest one. Alright. But it is, I will say right now, this is a 3 versus 1 that is, I almost would never have made this a 3 versus 1. So it is very exciting to see the fighting and how it turns out. But we, this certainly was not an obvious I said tier. This certainly was not an obvious 3 versus 1. And again, like all these things I'll talk about in my video, but very, very exciting fighting KvK for us, for sure. Gonna have to put a lot on the line to win this one. Basically going to be us versus 74, the rest looking active. It just depends, man. 76 has 2, like, basically huge whales that no one really talks about for some reason. Do I care if we win or lose KvK? Yeah, I mean, I think that winning KvK 1, while it doesn't actually matter, it matters a lot for morale of your kingdom and who stays. I think it is super important for keeping your kingdom together and active. But as far as like rewards and stuff, it does hurt a lot, but I really think it's negligible compared to the other stuff. I also think that considering this is my restart, we're gonna just see like how it works out rather than I have no plans of migrating. The only condition that I will migrate is if the field presence is dog shit. Because I am going siege, I need enough field in front of me to keep me protected to be able to be a siege player. Frank says winning KvK 1 is a must. Yeah, I mean, I think that in terms of keeping your kingdom together and getting good migration, losing KvK 1 is a big L. I certainly believe that. Come on, people. Keep trading. But no, I have no plans of migrating out. I only will migrate out if our field presence is dog shit and it doesn't look like it's getting any better. Look at my PMs. You did practice a lot for this. You're confident in the kingdom and skills. Yeah, I mean, I think that... I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of it's going to depend on 76. I think that almost indisputably, we all have faith that we can win 1v1 against 74. I think if 76 comes out guns a-blazing, we could have some issues. Now, I don't expect them to, guys. I don't expect them to. But it is the truth that we are 3 versus 1, and that they have some big-ass players. Did I get Lost Temple rewards? I think I got it from Occupation and not from Monument. Usually kingdoms give 1 to each side. But yeah, I don't think I got Monument, but I think I got Occupation. My PMs. It's kind of scary opening my PMs, but let's see. Oh, you got it. Nice. Yeah, so here, we'll look at this in a second. But a lot of people don't realize that not only is every tech a prereq of tier 5, but also the buildings. And so I will look at that, Blood Knight. Thank you for sending that to me. And yeah, we'll take a look. And Zeb, this goes to our conversation earlier as to understanding, you know, what the upgrade tree looks like. Let's look quick. Nope, not that. This. Okay. We're gonna go with the German one. So like this is Academy level 25. You have to do every other building to get there. So you can go to 24, which is what I did. You can also upgrade a Alliance Center to 25, which I did as well. And yeah. 76 has a Farm Alliance as a main. It's just a question of how they use their 2 whales. Because very simply, if they don't put up a fight, and we're fully focused on 74... Oh, where the fuck are we going? Where's Bat? Guess we'll go this way. Why is Bat not here with the marker? That's confusing. Oh, there's Bat. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. But yeah, so 76, and again, I wish I could look at it. My pre-KvK video will look at it, and we'll talk about it. They are basically a shit alliance, and then there's also 2 90mm whales in there. So it's the type of thing where we can completely ignore 76. Maybe they don't even fight, and they're just there to build their accounts or something, right? Totally 100% possible. But if they do fight, we'll have to send people to deal with it. Do I think you stand a chance if it is 1 versus 3 and 3889 given the power stats? I mean, it's not just power though. It's power, it's amount of whales, it's amount of alliances. General leadership is pretty important. I mean, I have some good reason to believe that 74 has some questionable leadership, as well as structure of their kingdom. You could even see it. Their territory is fucking horrific. 74's territory is absolutely horrific. To their defense, to be fair, they did have a civil war very late, but oh my god, their territory is horrific. Yeah, activity. Sorry, I may have missed that one. I meant to say that. You bet at least 3 to 4 tier 5. Gonna be dry of resources after a few hours of fighting. No, I don't agree with you. I don't agree at all. If you're spending to get tier 5, you're spending to get resources. You could argue speed ups, but even then, again, I don't think that. I think anything with whales, it goes off the table. And we could talk, right? Let's talk about me and my Zenith. I was gonna lose Zenith. I was fully out of speed ups. I was 11th place, right? And so what did I do, guys? For those of you that was there, does anyone remember what I did? Does anyone remember what I did when I was out of speed ups and resources on my main? Because the answer was, you know, two bags. That was the answer. And that's how you handle things when you're a whale. And so to say that a whale is going to run out of resources because, yeah, gold chests and gems. There you go. That's what I did. So to say you're going to run out of resources is very not realistic. Well, that is a good point, Beth. I think you have a valid point, and you're saying it without saying it. For those of you that don't know, and I don't know if this is what he meant, this is what I mean. Bagrazioni, being the Kraken he is, their top 1 Kraken, paid a lot of people Flux in good quantities. They paid someone 200 Flux dollars, I guess we will, to migrate from us to them. They paid 2 other people to get tier 5. They paid, not full tier 5, but to get, they were close and they finished it off. I'm talking to one of their players right now who's next on the list to be paid. And so what that goes to say, to Veth's defense, is that they're not actually whales. They are being funded. And so not all of them are going to have resource funding for KvK. So that is true. That is true. Yeah, it's too late. All of our migrations are closed. That's actually why I waited to talk about Pre-KvK. Because I figured that I can be completely open and honest about every kingdom. But Figs never got his Flux. No way. Did he not? That's crazy. So that's the guy who left us for Figs. He left us because he was going to get paid Flux. And if he didn't get his Flux, that's hilarious. That's so funny. And mind you guys, again, like the only people who got paid were like 35 mils, and they were paid a little bit to get up. But you can't migrate to me if you wanted. Not right now, no. You have to wait. Once you enter Pre-KvK, it locks. Figs is 40 mil power. You didn't even get tier 5. That's actually hilarious. I mean, 40 mil, if you're god-awful commanders, you could theoretically be tier 5, but he'll probably get at like 42, I would guess. That is hilarious, though. That is really funny. Hello, Farms. How are you? Soup. It's a pretty funny theme. Oh. Where are we going? Here. Alright, how are we looking here? 11 satchels. Well, it's definitely better in a group right now for me, but I really did not realize how hard this was going to be as a free-to-play to kill Marauders. That is some prime noob moments by me. Peak noob moments. Alright, let's see. Free to play in 3866, that's 24. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say this, but if Maggie was in 66 at the time of all their spending and stuff before KvK there, Maggie would probably be like 25 mil at least. But luckily for us, she has stayed here. Not to mention, you know, having less people like that here, you get more benefits. More value is placed on you as a player. But yeah, that's crazy. Probably 30 mil? Yeah, honestly, you're probably right. 25 was me being conservative. I mean, Maggie's what, 20 mil right now? I think Maggie's almost at 20 mil in this kingdom. Probably would be Yeah, I think you could be right. Maggie's so inactive. Yeah, for sure. No, I think you guys are right. I think I'll take the L on that statement. I said 25 to be conservative. It probably would be like 30. Probably would be more like 30. Now, what I'm curious also about is Alliance Tech. I'm curious how far those get in KvK. The other thing I'm curious about that I think I already know the answer is if we have any Archer people. I don't know if we have any Archer people anymore because I know Cookie was going to do that. Maggie still needs to push. Yeah, I feel like Maggie's been 18 mil for a bit. Ah. Where is Maggie? Wow, we have a lot of fucking power. Holy crap. Maggie is... Damn, we got a lot of power. Maggie's 19 mil. And I think has been around there for a while. Archers in KvK 1 are OP. Not really. I mean, they are if you have a good one for flags and stuff, but the problem with archers you get is they're so focused. You'll have maxed up YSG. Yeah, I mean they're goated, but they get insanely focused. That is the weakest part of archers. So I don't disagree. I would love to be an archer player in KvK 1, but holy focus. You get focused like nuts. But if you can overcome the focus, you can definitely do well. There's a whale, but he didn't feel like whaling up in this restart. RIP. Yeah, I mean even if he doesn't whale up, he's still like 25 mil or something. He's still here, right? He didn't migrate, to my knowledge. He's just been an L, right? Maybe he changed his name. Yeah, he's right here. 23 mil. All you need to do is have legendary equipment. I mean, why do they get focused? Because there's so little of them and they have such a big punch. Because you have to realize, right, when you ball fight, like look at this. Cav, integration, infantry, one archer. You know? So it's like you're fighting, you know he does a big punch, so you just go, alright, gotta focus him, and you click on them. That problem goes away as you get into like SOC and stuff, because a lot more people use archers, obviously. 7 gold chests and not let Shin win. So that's funny. Can you get legendary equipment as a free-to-play? Yeah, you can. You just have to shift your priorities. I mean, if you don't do VIP and you do egg event, you'll get legendary equipment, you know? Or hammer, right? If you don't do VIP and you get hammer. Yeah, there's nothing more fun right now than QSH. But we'll see what happens when the new Cav come out. But QSH is just so much fun to do. I'll probably keep streaming for another like 50 minutes, and then I really need to do some life activity. But I will be doing a stream tonight, probably like a huge all-night stream of Marauders. That is the plan. But for now, I'm still doing this. QSH is going to be meta for 2 years. That is the definition of like famous last words. Someone should screenshot that. That is like the definition of famous last words right there. Who are you? Imagine just logging on right now and there's like 30 marches around your city. Always do egg event. It's the best event there is. I think that you can argue to always do egg event to 10 to get the blueprints. But there is an issue, and I'd actually love to talk about this on stream, so I'm super happy that that this was brought up. I don't think for players like me who are doing engineering, I don't think that a lot of the chests apply to engineering. And so things like that I do worry about. A good example of this was Alliance Mobilization, where I actually chose Martel heads here because it doesn't say engineering, and so I didn't want to commit to it. Can I show alliance rankings? Yeah, I could show alliance rankings. Pethers attacked the city for a prank? Yeah. QSH stayed for less than 2 years. The power creep is going to be huge. Siege mains are rare. Yeah. No, I don't disagree. Rankings, alliance power. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. I don't even know if we're full. They're full. Lag. Yeah, we're not even full. Yeah, we've got like a good 3 alliances with the support alliance right now. It's pretty impressive here. Holy slow marches. Siege mains are rare. Yep, yeah they are. INI on top. INI supremacy. There's a 2-bill player in 39.25. No, is there? No, there's no way. I haven't heard of anyone even near Mr. Hope and Wild Lion. There's no way, right? 39.25. Is that true? I'll check it out. I'm very curious if that's true. I'll check it out for sure if it is. Chappie? Nah, you're kidding. Yeah, well, it sounds like a ridiculous joke until you realize that there are 2 players that are like 2.3 billion power. That's when it's like, wait, what the fuck? I'm curious how many gems I get from all the Marauders. I'm up to 760. What are their job? I don't know, man. They're probably CEOs of something or other. Or own a bunch of businesses or something. Yeah, I would assume they own a bunch of companies. I mean, with their power, we're talking about players who have spent, you know, probably at least $1 million per account. I don't know if that's too ridiculous of a guess. Could be like 500, but I would think it's something insane. Because you also have to realize that they're keeping the power. Like it's not like they hit 2 bill and then stay at 2 bill. They drop like 500 mil power, then they go up 800 mil power. Become an entrepreneur and get 5 bill. Well, that's kind of what YouTube is, no? More than 2 mil? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to estimate it conservatively. I also think about players like Chisgul, who I know, who well, I don't know him. I'm saying I know his spending is almost 200k, and he's never really been more than 200 mil. So it's probably close to $1 million, if not well over. Anything above 100 mil is a lot. Yeah, I mean, my main hit 130 mil. So YouTube is not making any ROK YouTubers million. Yeah, I know, man. I'm well aware. Check Botchus' name. I don't know. Should I? Sounds like a bad idea. Oh god, is it gonna be like shout me out or something? ROK doesn't get a lot of views. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I am the YouTuber here. I'm well aware that I'm not getting views, and even the top ones don't get a lot of views. I don't really care if I get a lot of money off this. It's not really why I started this. I'm doing this just for fun. Start drop shipping? Oh no. You're not turning this stream into a drop shipping ad. Everyone did that, I feel like. I tried that for a bit. Made a good bit of money, but it became too much work. Because I was managing it myself, but... switching back to main. Okay, yeah, see you soon. I'm terrified to see his name. It's gonna be something stupid. No, no, it's. I'm too busy with life to do anything like that nowadays. This is the most I can manage. Just doing a YouTube. Alright, I gotta see. Well, curious what his name is, but I also am scared to see what his name is. Group 2 Smash 74. That's funny. That's good. Hey, Zeb. 115. Yeah, we're keeping about a 22-23 mil gap at the second. Did I ever put the new code in? Oh shit, I didn't. Okay, hold on. I gotta do that. I missed the code on this account. Alright, let me kill you. I'll send to another march, and then I'll do redeem other. Oh, what the fuck? Come on, I missed it? That's an L. It's a big L. Oh well, it's not like, I mean, I have literally months to get my equipment. I'm not worried at all. Can you chain Marauders? Yeah, you could. Like if I was hitting this guy with the YSG and he circle AoE'd, he would hit it. But Marauders are strong. Marauders are very strong. I think there's something like level 26 barbs, technically. A lot of cities around here. Why does the... Okay, there we go. Yeah, the codes are really good. I mean, in total, it was 1.5 legendary mats. It's pretty crazy. Not to mention the gems and everything. 1.5 legendary mats is pretty wild. Okay, unlock tier 4 siege. I don't even think so. I've done basically no tech. No. Once I get my tech, I'm going to focus this purely. Or sorry, once we get a tech buff with a 15% rune. I do have to, you know, I am not fully focusing siege until this KvK is done, because I am not going to do horrible in this KvK, you know? Like, I want to be able to fight. So all my research and stuff is going to go straight into infantry. Which will also help anyways, because when I do siege, I will be cheeseburgering with infantry. Why don't I have stone? Because I don't need stone. I'm pure infantry, so I just do food, wood, gold. It's the only things I focus. The tech is horrendous. Yeah, well, I've got a lot of speed ups, man. Tech is horrendous because I haven't pushed anything. I've got about 120 days to go into my speed ups, or to go into my research. Last KvK I played, we were losing. Enemies were toxic to each other, and one of them allied with us. That's crazy. My bag is pretty low, but my farm is still pretty fresh. I mean, my resources are bad, my gold is good. Speed ups are good. I've still got these now. Yeah, and I'm saving my gold keys and my equipment keys now for KvK 2. Hey. But I don't know. A lot of people care about their bag. I don't really care as much about my bag. Oh, I guess on a free-to-play I should. Can I rate it on stream? Interesting. I can actually, yes, I will. Because I really don't have time to make a video on that type of stuff right now. But I can do it on stream. I have no problem with that. I'm more than happy to look it all over on the stream. Fully unedited, raw rating. But yeah, for everyone who cares about your bag, it is relevant for free to play, which I am, so I should care on this account. But I don't care as much because I have no plans on migrating. You know what I mean? You only need a bag if you're gonna migrate. And so I'm not migrating right now. I have no plans to. Obviously, again, free to play, you can't really get resources easily. And so it is important, but that's just kind of what I think, at least right now. I am shocked how well 74 is doing, but unsurprisingly, it's largely by single performance. But yeah, I gotta think about how I want to enter KvK 2 with my gold heads and gems and everything for wheels. I have a lot I need to learn still about KvK 2 and how it works nowadays with the new siege, new commanders, new swap event later on. All these things change how investment should be. $74 have a good core, and the rest are bad. Yeah, it's just I keep saying it. 74 is a good one alliance kingdom. That's what they are, and it's totally normal and nothing to be disappointed or ashamed of either, on their behalf. One alliance kingdoms are what run this game. It's very impressive. We are just a bigger kingdom. We have one less Kraken and a bigger kingdom. But it's not saying that that's a problem. As I've said again, I believe we would beat them in a 1v1. And I think we'd beat them pretty damn well. The issue we have is that I am struggling with the 76 and if they will be something to be thinking about or not. And depending on the answer to that question is how this KvK kind of goes. It's kind of a ride or die on if the other kingdoms will be scary. 75 obviously won't be. They're dead weight, but even on that one alliance, 50% are bad and the other 50% are really strong. Yeah. I mean, I think, and I was going to do this in my video when I make it on our data, but I think I was going to basically say that whatever every alliance has, you minus 25% of it, calling them dead weights. And that's like how I will look at it. Okay, you sent it? Alright, so we'll take a look as soon as we're at a point that I can refresh or something. We are very far from our cities, so I do hope we start to do one of these. But we'll see what they do. Diamond enemy 429. Well, if they're my enemy, I could kill them, right? That guy probably has some resources on him. But yeah, I'll take a look when we are circling back. Let's see here. Oh, I do need to make sure I spend more than gems on my main. That is a big thing for me. Let me take a peek here. Okay.
Alright. I still am surprised though. I don't really understand how we aren't like absolutely blowing them out of the water. I mean, obviously we have a lead, but it is a little bit surprising to me. Because even if you made the argument that their top one has enough, you know, potions or something to be worth us top 2 and 1, we still have 2 more real alliances that beat their other 2. I don't know. It is interesting. And I don't even mean power, I'm talking activity. We have 2 other alliances that are actual alliances. And not just farms like they have in their top 3. Alright. I'll take a look at some of it in a second, Zeb. As soon as I kill this guy. Alright, let's take a look. The commanders of equipment, look at this first. Okay. It's not bad materials. I don't like this though, I'll tell you that much. Not horrible materials. I'm assuming you used a lot. Oh, and you're saving for the pants. Alright, so let's look at your son. Oh, you talented this. That's an interesting decision. I mean, we talked about this I think earlier, but yeah, the shield is most important. And then yeah, you'll get these 2 done and then swap the pants out. You went infantry. I personally think skill tree is way better for Sun. I always recommend skill tree for Sun. We have a lot of people saving satchels and bag, you don't know why. I don't know, some people just do that. A lot of people do it so they could do some massive, like, you know, satisfying open 1,000 at once at the end. But as long as they open it during the event, it doesn't matter. I usually open them all, as I'm doing right now, and then I open my chest at the end. Because you get the points once you do the turn-in, but the chest you can hold on to. This? Let's do this. Let's not do that. Let's not do that either. Yeah, but what we need is that someone will be done and just start spamming through trades. You had gold, so you're fine. The pants. We'll do Lohar later. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take a look at your other marches. Just obviously I'm multitasking. Yeah, same. You save the chest for the end, but Satchel, what waste of time for trading, and no one trades at end. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate, because what I always try to make people do is, for the last, like, hour, just sit here and just spam trade, basically. Oh, there you go, farm. Goodbye. Let's take another look at this. So, Lohar... I mean, this is just barb gear, so that's fine. Scarlet Hounds, interesting. Do you have gear on these? You have a little bit. That's good. Glad you did this. You do need this to be 5. I think we talked about that. It looks like you're doing it, so that's great. I mean, did you send me your speed ups? I don't think you sent me your speed ups. But yeah, without your speed ups, I think that, and your resources, actually, both 2 very important things. I would think that you are, you know, on the right track. Trying to think what I would rate this. It's probably like a 7.5. I mean, without knowing your speed ups and resources, if I just assume they're adequate, then I think you have the right gear. Your VIP 10, which is good. You're cooked on resources. Well, then it's then I would probably give you like a 6.5, 7 if you have no resources. I mean, it's a huge issue to not have resources. You have good gold. That's good. Around 40 days of universal speed ups, 40 days of training. Yeah, I think you're down to a 6.5. Though you do have 20 days to farm, but you don't use farms. Yeah, you're gonna be down to a 6.5. With no farms and no resources and not really much speed ups, I think 6.5 is the new ranking. You have like 1.5 months until Pass 4 opens. Yeah. But again, even you do have plenty of time. That is true. I agree. But you're talking about plenty of time on just one account. If you're doing that on 3 accounts and you're farming on 3 accounts, it's a different story, right? Guys, let's just do this. Come on. Why would we not go up here and then we swing down and back? I like the profile pic. He must AFK'd. There we go. I don't know. I mean, how much do you gather a day is really the question. If we're super generous and we say you gather 10 million a day and you have 50 days, that's what, 500 million resources-ish? What'd I say? 50 days, 10 million a day? You gather around 10 million a day? So, like if you're getting 500 million resources a day, or a day, 500 million resources before KvK, and that's just your, food or something, or let's split it. So you have 250 million wood, 250 million food, and 100 million gold. You'll probably be fine for Zone 6 and for Ruins, but I don't think you'd make it at Kingsland. I don't think you'd make it at Kingsland, honestly. But I think you would make it through the other zones. So you may be okay. You could scrape by. But what you then have to say is, are you not doing any upgrades? Right? That's just not true. So you're going to be using a lot of it doing upgrades in the meantime. I'm also not trying to discourage you, obviously. I'm just trying to make you more than aware. You have a deal with officers that you can trade gold you've gathered for food and wood. That's good. Well, that is something to talk about, is that gold usually trades 1 to 3 or something like that, or 1 to 4 even. So tier 5 players who desperately need gold will trade with you. So you can do that. No, you'll use some on upgrades. We also get loads from events, which I forgot about. That is true. You are correct. I didn't include events. You are correct. You're refreshing. Why don't we just kill on the way to refreshing? You don't have to fully refresh. We can kill. Let's just walk back. Every 1 mil gold is 2.5. Wow, that's a very generous rate for against you. It should be at least 1 to 3. You could argue stone is 1 to 2.5. Gold could be even more than that. Or am I out of touch with this stuff? Is that just too much of a tier 5 perspective in SOC? That could easily be me just thinking of tier 5 in SOC, but that rate would never fly in SOC. That could just be because food and wood have a lot more value nowadays in this level of kingdom. Age of Kingdom is really what I'm referring to. So that is fair for KvK 1. Interesting. Yeah, the rates of things in KvK 1 is so different than SOC. Oh, really? You guys kind of waited for me. That's messed up. That's messed up, man. My slow ass marches. What else we got on the way? Oh, is this? This is where I used to sit my city. This is where my chaining video is made. Oh, look, it's this guy. I mean, I'm fine with doing Marauders on the way back. I'll do it with the Aveth. You trust rank 4 at least, and better alliance resources. Yeah, I agree with you. By the way, just to be very, very clear, I wasn't insinuating that they are lying to you or misleading you or something like that. It's just a lot of people don't know, right? And so, for instance, if you had offered a trade with me and I said, yeah, 1 million gold for 4 million food, I'm not trying to rip you off. I just genuinely thought that was what the rate would have been for KvK 1. Or in general, and I didn't know KvK 1 was less. So, but yeah, I didn't mean to insinuate that your officers are lying. Okay. That makes sense. Yep. I love Marauders. It's such a fun, like, kingdom event. Who hit the level 25 or 18? Oh, that's fine. It's just 18. Maybe my AoE will give me the buffs from it. Does every... No. Very much so, no. The way I talk about it is that one Marauder has like a 25% chance to drop it or something. It's something like a 25% chance. They're gonna kill us, so we're not gonna get there in time. I'll go down here. So like I just killed 4 there, or 3 there, right? We just killed 3. I got 0. So it's definitely sometimes a rough drop rate. Alright, let's open some chests. Or not open them, but unlock them. This, let's go through, see if I can help anyone. 3 to 1 I'll do. The rest I can't do. Alright. It's fine. What am I up to? 30 chests? Yep, 30 chests. I really wanted to use all my AP, but there's literally no world I'm doing it. I just genuinely don't have the time. It's a shame too. If this was last week, I would have. Or next week, I would have. It was just a bad week for me. See if any of these people come out to help with me. Oh, they're waiting here? Did not expect them to wait here. I mean, there's no way they wait for me, right? I'm way in the back. Trying to calculate how many chests you can get. Be right back. Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you learn that it's way more time-based than it is AP-based. I mean, I came into this planning to use 160k AP. I don't even know if I'm going to use 50k. It's just because real life. I have demands that I need to do. You know? I think after I kill this one, I'm going to go on my main and just spend 25k gems really quick. What I also can do is this. I didn't do any research, which sucks. It's 40 Mac? No, 50's right there. Wow, that was nuts. Jesus Christ. Yikes. But we're gonna start 2 boosts. We're gonna just do 2 of these. The time you get to KvK, you should have enough AP to get around 200 Marauder chests. So that'll give you a lot of stuff. Yeah, you'll get a ton of stuff. It's just if you do have time. That's what I'm saying, man. Like I have the means to get a lot. I don't have the real life time to get a lot. That's just the unfortunate truth. You're a kid, time's not an issue. Oh, the good old days. Must be nice. Alright. I'll tank. Are we ready? Oh, okay. Unless it is when I have exams, that would be really unfortunate. Yeah, I hear you. Life is unfortunate. Gets in the way. Life gets in the way of games. You got 2 to 3 weeks for exams. Nice. Just in time for your or isn't 3 weeks for you pretty much your KvK though? Wait, why are we? Oh, this is the fucking this is the what's it called guy. This is a rogue we have. He's gonna get the shit swarmed out of him though. But we're all using Peacekeepers, so we're not gonna trade well. But enough people swarming and it shouldn't really matter here. I don't know what his beef is with this guy. He like specifically hits him. Alright, I mean, I'll do Marauders. I'm here for Marauders. Yeah, the trades aren't good. I mean, we knew that was gonna happen. I'm not gonna sit here and let a farm killer walk around. Gotta at least try to help. I don't know what this guy's beef is with him. I also don't know why he's in zone 1 still. After all the shit that's happened. Like, move to zone 2, bro. He's gonna hit his city. Probably. I don't know if his march size is big enough. Yeah, there's nothing worse about a new kingdom than the rogues. The rogues in new kingdoms just ruin it. Are we gonna hit this guy? I can't hit individually, we have to hit together. Do I think it'll give you enough resources for Kingsland? I have to verify what's in the chest before I really answer that. I mean, I think that it all depends on how much you're upgrading and what upgrades you're doing. If you're spending all your resources on upgrades, I don't think 10 million a day is enough on one account. If you have one farm, you honestly may be able to pull it off because you'll be like doubling basically. You'd almost be doubling how much you get, but I really don't think that. I think you could get to zone 6 with very little upgrades done, and you can't get to Kingsland. They don't give much resources. Yeah, I didn't. Like I was saying, like the things I remember from Marauders are speed ups and gems. I know you get some bad things too, like you get a lot of Lions credits sometimes, things like that. But speed ups and gems. This farm killer is so annoying. Whoa. Get around 12 million resources from farming per day. You'll get more daily from barbed forts, and you'll get more from events, and you'll get more from marauders. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong to say these things. But let's say you want to go from level 21 to 22 hospital, and you're spending 30 million resources. Okay, that's 3 days down. You know what I mean? You lost 3 days because you went to 21 to 22. And that's not even, again, that's 21 to 22. I'm not going to 25 or something. So I just think it's not realistic for non-spenders to not have a farm. Oh man, I'm tired. I just don't think it's realistic. I'm sorry. As much as I would like it to be, even I have a farm. And I am way busy, and even I run this farm. And with Melon too, it was like, it really made it happen. It should be a lot. You can always just upgrade farms and wood mills, etc. Yeah, I don't even do building upgrades right now. Which, you know, you can argue is really stupid, but that is what it is. Let me, like, super quick go check if I spent the gems. Even have a low spender, you have 6 farms? Yeah, and I'm sure you find you have more than enough resources because of that. Alright, quick. This is supposed to be, like, instantly here, instantly spending gems. Whatever, I'm gonna miss those marauders. What the hell? Let me... Oh, my lag. Holy lag. Holy lag. Oh, and I forgot to start my stuff earlier. Oh, my lag. Hey, welcome, welcome. I'm just doing something really quick on my main. Just need to spend stuff for more than gems and travel. I forgot I had some left. Okay. Let me go to more than gems. Yeah, I do need to do that. VIP. Did I max these? No, do that. Equipment. I need speed ups on this account. That's the only reason why you're seeing me do this. This. How many more? A lot. Alright, let's go down here. Buy this. I have 18. I need to spend 7 more. What's a good spot to do 7,000 gems? 7,000 gems? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. And where are you? We'll do, I don't know, how many is that? Is that enough? Yeah. I don't know, that may have been way too many, but I don't really care. Back we go. I'm pushing your farms to the L22 to get 5 marches, so I'm not crazy resources. Yeah, I'm in the same boat in terms of my farm. But I also don't have the ability and patience and time to do farms properly nowadays. God, the lag when I stream and play is so bad. So I missed those two, and now I'm back. Alright, that's fine. I hope I'm getting a lot of these speed ups. The more I get from healing, the less I have to do. The less universals I have to save. I'm up to 24 days. It's not bad, not terrible. Not bad, not great is what I meant to say. Okay. I also was hoping we would get a research buff so I could do this, but nope, wasn't meant to be. Oh, come on, guys. You don't want to come down and kill this one? This guy will. Do I spend healing speed ups in AOO? Absolutely not. You should never use a single speed up in Arc. Using speed ups in Arc is the biggest mistake you can make. And I'm not perfect, right? Like, for instance, I should not have gear on my Sun. It should all be on my other one, but the preset's wrong. Like, that's a mistake. Guess I'll do this. Really, you always use like 2 days healing? Yeah, it's a massive issue. I mean, it's just like honestly a noob mistake. It's like a new player issue. Oh, hey, Goose. We're not going to be going for a ton longer because I do have a lot of real life work to do of Veth. But I do want to finish up here. And what else I need to do? Oh. I had the wrong Goose in my mind. But yeah, how you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. I know another Goose. So I did that. Once we kill these two, I'll probably do a... I wasn't able to get the research going, so I'll just use a boost. Can't wait to have like 35 hours weekly screen time. Yeah. 2 goose, 2 ducks? Oh, I didn't know there was 2 ducks. I really thought there was the one. Oh, actually, no, there is 2. Yeah, I know the second one. Game is boring. Chaining in zone 1. Yeah, you will get a lot of speed ups, though. I'll tell you that much. Greetings from 66. Wow, 66, huh? How are you guys doing in 66? You guys are in the map now, right? You're zone 4, probably? Daffy and you? Yeah, I don't know if I've talked to Daffy. The gap is getting bigger. 20... Yeah, we're about to hit 25 mil. It was 22 mil when I started earlier. Clearly, I'm just so motivating that everyone pushed. You're welcome. You guys are welcome. I carried. You probably get more than you realize from doing the chaining, though. I mean, even if you're getting 1 day of speed ups per time. You're first in Kingdom Honor. Yeah, I was just reminded about that honor helps get you tech or something for alliances. I totally forgot about that system. I only read about it. I don't think I ever played with it. Maybe I did. I don't even recall. Should I go this way? Guess it doesn't really matter. Guess we'll go down here. Veth, if you want to come down here, because we're going the south route. Oh, you're going home? Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to do a bit more here, because once I go back, I'll probably take a little bit of a break so I can do some work. But until then, we're going to keep doing Marauders. drive and watch at the same time. Can't wait for KvK 2. If you guys win, we definitely will be matched. 66. Yeah, we will, we're gonna have to see. I mean, obviously your KvK 2 match has nothing to do if you win or lose. It has everything to do with if you keep your people in power. And you know that, I'm sure. I'm just clarifying. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I've said this a million times to people in leadership, but I am so far removed from thinking about KvK 2 matchmaking wise. And I know a lot of people are talking about Diplo, but like, you have no idea who's going to burn out and quit. You have no idea who's going to spend too much and quit, etc., etc. Like, I don't know. KvK seems so much more fun during off-season compared to actually during KvK. Well, KvK itself is really fun until you're, you know, 3 nights sleep deprived. Yeah, for sure. It's just when you have 66, 69, 79 so close, losing is almost a guarantee. D/C seed for KvK2. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're I think you make sense. What if I understand you correctly, what he's basically saying for anyone who doesn't, is that when you have some strong kingdoms, it's easy to predict 2 wins, therefore guaranteeing who's in your matchmaking, because you know the other ones will get basically stomped into weaker matchmaking. If I understand correctly, but yeah, I don't know. I just try not to think about it because it's very easy for people to quit, very easy for people to overspend, etc. Yeah, I haven't heard too much about, honestly, any other kingdom besides for 66 and 66, 65. And I only heard of some of 79 because they were... Someone actually commented on a couple of my videos. And so I was chatting to them about it in comments. But as far as like, what do I know? It's not a ton about these kingdoms. I mainly focus on my matchup, and then I look at KvK2 when we have our next matchup. Jeez, we're weak. All right, after this, I'll go home. Yeah, I mean, I've said this a few times, but if you just hopped in, I was... Oh, that was a little early. We should be okay. I was a king of a kingdom for like 6 years. Five, maybe 5 years. I don't really know. I was 2811's king for like 3 to 4 years or something. 3 years. And then I was a king of another kingdom before that. But I am well experienced that so many people quit due to overspending. People who spend and then like their wife finds out and they're like, what the fuck? Stuff like that. And then, you know, general burnout of leadership, whales that get bored in off season, like etc. Long list. So I generally just have learned to not care until it is the moment to push, etc. Oppo Gaming, review your kingdoms. So you're in the spotlight. Oh, that's cool. I could check that out. That's cool. Yeah, I've done some account, a good amount, honestly, of account reviews, but I'd never really thought about doing kingdom reviews. We're gonna start 2 reserves here. Goose. I'm only doing this because I want to use the gold. And it's not even going to be much. I just want to use it. Oh my god, it's 43k? That's how cheap tier 4 is? Oh my god, I never realized that's how cheap tier 4 was. That's crazy. Wow, that's so crazy. I'm so used to tier 5. I never realized that was cheap. That was a waste of my time, in all honesty. I didn't know that. Holy crap. Sitting at 20 mil power. Nice. Yeah, my main, if you're, I don't know if you're new, but my main is currently at 100 mil. And once it gets troops back, it'll be around 115 mil. Right? I think I'm at 100 mil. Oh, I'm at 98. And then it'll be back up to like 120 shortly. You only just looked at my resources? Yeah, I'm built different. What do I need now? I'm gonna send out farmers. I honestly don't know if I would have done this account if Melon didn't happen the way it did. I think I would have had to change plans. Melon really changed the world. 100 mil, what kingdom? 2877. It's like a mid B. You're funny. Your main is in 3517? Oh, nice. Alright, take care, Zeb. Yeah, I'll be stopping pretty shortly as soon as I send the people out, have a couple more conversations, that type of thing. I'm in, so yeah, it's 2877. We're just wrapping up our KvK. I did a video that actually was pretty popular on that. So I do recommend checking it out if you're curious about that. We basically got absolutely fucked by Diplo, and not Diplo, but our camp mates. So it was a pretty interesting video, honestly. But maybe I'm not justified to talk about it because it's my own. Alright, let me. God, marches are so slow right now. Why is it taking longer? That's weird. KvK is boring. Oh, you're in the 60 KvK. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, that does well. But we got some good fights, but we got screwed by our camp, and basically it was decided for us that we couldn't win. But we still fought as hard as we could and put a good performance in. Wow, so with tier 4 being that cheap in gold, I guess I should never really farm gold right now. Outside of the research, and I probably have enough gold farmed for that. That kind of just changed my perspective a little bit. I thought I was going to use a lot trading. Hey, what's up? Unfortunately, you're tuning in. Oh, it's Cookie. Right. What's up, Cookie? We are wrapping up right now, but our Marauders are going well. We got a little bit of a lead, but we need a bigger lead. And yeah. Cookie, so just a little background. Cookie was originally in this kingdom, 73. Very big whale, very awesome person. I've done a couple of videos about him. He went to 66, so I think someone was talking about 66 earlier being there, or maybe not. But yeah, so you guys will be familiar with him. If not, if you're in that KvK, you will be. Or if you're for Zone Locks, who's in 69, you may also be familiar with him. Let me actually go to my farm really quick. But yeah, I think that overall we are in a good position. We definitely need to push this gap way higher than it is. You have ruins on the 18th? Ooh, that's quick. I thought you'd have a longer wait. That is super exciting. What marches are you gonna rotate in? I'd imagine it's something like Mina YSS and then or YSS. Mina YSG and then what's it called? CM with someone. Or actually, you have the cracked out archer gear, don't you? That's probably going to change your plan, huh? You got lucky your kingdom, or your KvK had people competent enough to place forts. You have everything delayed? That's wild. Mina YSG or Thutmose YSG? Will you... Yeah, all your archer gear is iconic. Yeah, your archer gear is gross. Your archer gear is so gross. It's awesome. Archer main, huh? Ah, stop opening that. What am I doing? Okay, let's do this. So, I mean, just my 2 cents. I would recommend having 2 different marches. So, you probably know this, but you can only have 1 march in ruins at a time, Cookie. Blood Knight, what are you talking about? Why would you ever do CC? It's terrible. But no, you can only have 1 march at a time in ruins. That's like the special thing about ruins. And so what I would do is have 2 different things going. So if you're gonna, for instance, you said Mina Waishi and Thut Waishi, you can't have both, right? And so let's say this is the pass to get into ruins. You'd have, let's say, Mina Waishi fighting in there. And then you can't have Thut Waishi prepped because of that. So let's say you had, I don't know, this isn't necessarily what you do, but CM's son, just for an example, he dies. The second he dies, you're already back in, right? And you may already know this, so just humor me. But I would definitely prep 2 different marches. And then by the time he dies, your Mina Waishi is already sitting here and walking in the second. You know? Yeah, Thut Waishi is amazing. You could totally do that. Mina Waishi is gross. It's just you can't have both at the same time. So, yeah. Yeah, that's just the 2 things I would consider is you definitely want to have those 2. Replace Mina? I mean, we're talking KvK 1, guys. Mina's gross in KvK 1. Not that I have him because it's free to play here, but Mina is absolutely disgusting in KvK 1. There's no reason to replace, for sure. But Thutmose isn't bad at all either. The only problem you'll run into is being over focused. But he's gonna screw with people's Richards and, you know, in general do decent damage. It's just the issue is only gonna be getting over focused as an archer. But I definitely think that you'll be more than fine with it. Run Thut Waishi, Mina Baibars, and when that dies, you just replace. Yeah, oh, yes. I'm totally with you, Zolmox. I'm with you. I think Thut Waishi and then swapping with Mina Baibars would be totally valid. Your Thutmose is 5551. Let me look at him again. I mean, I'm sure for you, with your archer strength, that's fine. Oh, it does suck not to have this one. That's a really strong one. Honestly, all of his skills are kind of goated. Thutmose is just gross in KvK 1, besides the fact that he gets dived on. Less counterattack's kind of huge. But ideally, I mean, people may be too afraid to target you. But yeah, you'll cook. Oh my god, there's a passive skill? Wow, that's a really strong expert. So another thing that Cookie, I'm sure, is or will do is Thut will go to dailies. And once Thut is in dailies... Is he in dailies? Yet? Oh, Richard's about to come to dailies. No, so he's not. But you probably have him in dailies already because your kingdom's older in 66. Well, not yet. Alright. How many crits you got? Yeah, I would not want to fight. I would not want to fight Cookie. I will say that. I would not want to fight him. Thought isn't in dailies for a bit. I thought it was like midway into KvK 1 at least, right? Let me see. Did I already do this? I cannot beat this stage for the life of me. I just don't have the troops. Let me see. But you also have to remember, guys, that he's getting 3 gold heads a day, and he easily is maxing every wheel with how many gems he probably has. Do I buy dailies on my main? No. No, I do not. For multiple reasons. There's no troops or no commanders I need. Really, at least. Nothing worth the money. For me. Do I not have any presets? I guess that's the one I'm running. Yeah, I've got no troops right now. I cannot wait to train. We'll do this. So here's the thing, right? Is Bjorn probably makes more sense. But I think we're gonna do this. And it may be a hot take, but that's what we're running. We'll run Bjorn with CC. For a little bit of a debuff. I don't think I'm capable of beating this team yet. Or beating this guy yet. Oh, I messed that up. I botched that. It's okay. Alright, hold on. I did that really bad. Let me redo that. For Lucerne, is the 5 better deal than the 20? Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten the 20 in my life. I don't know what would prompt someone to get the 20. I mean, I genuinely have never done the 20 in my entire career. That's fine. Once they fan out, I'll fix them. I'll actually leave Thutmose there because I don't want to mess with his rage gen. I don't think I can beat this until I train, though. I have, like, no tier 4. I mean, I don't know. Cookie may, but I also think that if you are a whale, it doesn't mean that you start spending irrationally. I mean, maybe you do, right? Maybe you get the 20 anyways, but there's no reason to get the 20. You're better off spending it on just more gems. Yeah, I'm cooked. My Thutmose isn't gonna live long enough for this. Yeah, I think Cookie has certainly entered the Kraken territory. He may be the lowest tier of Kraken, but I think that I think it's probably pretty fair to put him in that category. But it's tough because, you know, to call Cookie a Kraken and then look at someone like, say, Mephisto, are you going to call him the same level as Mephisto? Because Mephisto is a lot more than him, you know? Like what Zonelocks just said, 800k. Oh, you're 140 million power? God damn, you are way higher than I thought. Yeah, he's a Kraken, guys. He's a Kraken. Let's chill. He is a Kraken. 140 million power in KvK 1 is fucking wild, guys. He's just not... I just want to be very clear that there's a difference between people like him and like Mephisto. Mephisto is like, what, 600 million or something before KvK 1 even started? Maybe more. He'd max the shop every single day. Like, there are tiers to this, right? Like, Cookie is certainly a Kraken, but he's not a Wild Lion. He's not a Mr. Hope. He's not a Mephisto. But I also don't... We don't, like, evaluate someone's... I don't know. There's, like, a weird... There's a weird negative connotation with calling someone a Kraken. Yeah, 600 mil and not even optimized spending. Yeah, that... No, he literally just bought everything. There was no thought given. I wonder... We're going to try something weird. What if I did... I'm going to try something that's very silly. Who has good rage gen? Sun does. Let's just be batshit crazy and try something. Just see what happens. We'll go Bjorn Ethel. I mean, I can't beat this right now, so there's no harm in trying whatever I can come up with. The only question is this even worth using, or should I just not do it? Um, I'll do it for the surrounded benefit. Buying raw gems and not even maxing store sometimes. Let's do this. Who did he hit first? Is it Sun? Yeah. Okay. You just hit like 19 or 20 tier 5s. That's so gross. But even with that said, is your KvK already basically a wash and over? Oh shit, he's not attacking. No. Oh, I messed that up so bad. Oh, god damn it. Is your KvK basically over or not? Because isn't 65 also fairly, respectably big? Because typically speaking, 19 or 20 tier 5 and KvK 1 would be just like lights out over. Yeah, see, 66 lost Pre-KvK to 65, I know. But I also know that 66 pushed the hell out of Zenith. So is it really fair to say that when they used it all in Zenith? Cookie, think how fun it would be to not only destroy other kings, but also destroy your own. Oh, Zeb. I mean, this didn't go half bad. I wonder if I did it from the start. If I did from the start with Bjorn, would I have won? 4 tier 5s from one guy? Well, if they all get piloted, could pull it back. I mean, if you have like 20 tier 5 marches all piloted. But I'm sure 66 will do the same. I don't know. I don't really see a world where someone can overcome 20 tier 5s in KvK 1 from 66. Just seems a little too strong. Should beat 65 easily, just have to make sure all tier 5 is active. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alright, this is cooked. I'll beat this once I get more of my tier 4 made. I don't think there's anything else, right? All these are done? Yeah. Alright, I really have some work I need to go work on. I need to go do. So, that's where I'm going. Thank you all for tuning in. But I'm sure 66 will kick ass there. And I will be streaming almost 100% tonight at like, God knows, maybe like 4 UTC. So you're welcome to tune in. Maybe it's earlier than that. Maybe it's more like 3 UTC to do more Marauders. So you're welcome to tune in. But yeah, I'll see you later, everyone. Take care.